We have first round East Region action getting underway now in Dayton, Ohio. Number 9, Tennessee. Number 8, Oklahoma State. Let's take you there live. Vern Lundquist, Bill Raftery.
Greg, thank you. Tennessee Volunteers out of the SEC, 21-12 for the year. They're the 9 seed. Oklahoma State Cowboys out of Stillwater in the Big 12, 22-11 as they get ready for this first round game. This is an East Region 8-9 matchup. Winner of this one will get either Pittsburgh, the top seed, or East Tennessee State. Good afternoon, everybody. Vern Lundquist, Bill Raftery. Got a nice feel in this building as we get set for this. What kind of a tempo do you expect?
Tennessee's going to have to run good half-court stuff and use their power game because Oklahoma State, Vern, get up and down. They like the threes. They press. They're an exciting team to watch.
Bruce Pearl is the head coach at the University of Tennessee. In his 4th season, they've been quite accomplished since he arrived there in Knoxville. And his starting 5 in this game, Bobby Mays, Scotty Hopson, the freshman, J.P. Prince, they'll be in the backcourt. Tyler Smith and Wayne Chisholm will be up front. Oklahoma State Cowboys lost to Missouri in the Big 12 tournament. Byron Eaton and Keaton Page. You got a senior and a freshman. Terrell Harris, Marshall Moses, and James Anderson complete the Cowboys starting 5. Travis Ford, one of the greats in Kentucky basketball history, is the first-year head coach at Oklahoma State, succeeding Sean Sutton, who, of course, took the place of his father, Eddie Sutton. Travis Ford, they've changed the nature of play here with these teams, playing a much more up-tempo style than they used to. The refs today, Mike Roberts, Brian O'Connell, and Mike Sanzier. Today's game is brought to you in HDTV by Harris Corporation, the world leader in broadcast systems for high-definition television and mobile media. We're set to go. These two teams last played in 2006. That was a 79-77 victory by Tennessee.
And Vern Lundquist, the first of 4. Tennessee go. Minute.
What do you do with a Syracuse game?
We make it up.
Okay,
We live a little bit. A lot of baseline rubs. Terrific shooter here in Page. You got to really hug him.
Page is the freshman. He started the last 10 games. The first jumper is good from James Anderson, the sophomore who averages 19 for this team.
Yeah, very exciting player. Nice pin down. He's a slasher as well.
Tennessee's first possession. Tyler Smith. This team lost to Mississippi State last Sunday in the SEC title game in Tampa, 64-61. State then eliminated yesterday out west. There's the entry pass, and the first foul of the game is called.
And I believe it'll be on the pass. You can just see a lot of patience by Tennessee. Power game. Eaton has a very tough matchup if they put J.P. Prince down on the box. And with the flex offense they run, he can be there on occasion.
Foul was on Eaton. First of the game, Tyler Smith will inbound.
Plenty of orange, Vern, huh?
Yeah, there is. A little orange on orange.
How about
Reverse
that?
layup underneath is no good. And here comes Eaton. Back to Anderson. 3. Got it.
And that's what he does. 0-0. Byron gets into the lane and finds people. He bounces off bodies on occasion as well. Good kickback.
He's a 6'6 sophomore. Here's the answer from Mays. Bobby Mays gets 3 and cuts the lead in half. James Anderson over the course of the year hitting 41% from three-point range. This is Terrell Harris, a senior.
Not a whole lot of inside scoring, but they do dribble, drive, manufacture post-ups.
Bobby Mays on Keith Page. Loose ball taken away by J.T. Prince. Here's Bobby Mays, began his career at Oklahoma. Transferred, one of 3 transfers on this team. There's Chisholm to tie it up. That's a good sign because he had a tough shooting afternoon in that loss to Mississippi State.
And he changed his pajamas, too. He's got tights on down there. Oh, he is tough in the early on the kickback.
He anticipated colder weather here in Dayton than we got. Although today, it works. Here's Page. Eaton. Harris. James Anderson. That one doesn't work, and it's tipped into the hands of J.T. Prince. Prince, another of those transfers we mentioned. He started his collegiate effort in Arizona. And then Tyler Smith is the third. He started out at Iowa. Here's Tyler Smith. Little jump stop, fade away. Errant shot.
And that's what he does, though, Vern. I mean, that was not a good shot by his standards, but he mixes his game up, so he's a tough matchup. Can run the point forward mentality position and also bang you inside.
Oklahoma State 1-2 in the Big 12 tourney. Most significantly, they knocked off Oklahoma, but then ran out of gas against a very good Missouri team.
And they need Eaton to play his game. A little crossover, a little lingerie on the deck, huh? He's big, thick, and yet can maneuver.
8-6, that was a 2. Eaton's first of the game.
We could say that about a lot of our friends, huh? Big, thick, and can maneuver.
It's the maneuver part that causes questions. And another foul.
And you know, Vern, when you've got a guy like this that can beat you with the dribble, you're hesitant to get close to him. So he's got room or a cushion to shoot a jump shot because you don't want to be embarrassed going to the rim.
Empty pass. Little soft jumper, doesn't get the roll. Rebound, Anderson. Or Marshall Moses, rather.
That's his job.
Defend in the corner, Page. No, too strong. Chisholm, he's got Smith on the run, but numbers are back. Oklahoma State. Here's Scotty Hobson, the freshman.
Well, they've had good control, I think. They're looking to run, opportunity break, and then running their stuff.
Now here's Page defending Mays. Smith, yes. He's another that for whom that is important. J.T. Smith was 2 of 14 in that game last Sunday that we saw.
But when you miss your big piece in any game, so much stems from your star. Eaton on the conversely is a guy when he doesn't have many bad games, but they feed off. They make other people better. Nice stagger here. Good reaction by Chisholm.
They got J.T. Prince on Eaton.
Take him with the dribble. Good move.
Yes, it was. Terrell Harris with the drive and use of the glass, and it is a 10-9 Oklahoma State lead. Chisholm. Marshall Moses defends him out on the perimeter, and they'll bring Chisholm out a lot.
And that opens up passing lanes, cutting lanes, post like this. Now this is what I would think they should do more of. He's got the size, got 5-6 inches. Is that number 2?
That's number 2 on Byron Eaton. Ooh. That's not good news for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Oklahoma State leads by 1. CBSSports.com covers every moment of the madness. Get the latest expert analysis, plus live scoring and stats from every game. It's all on CBSSports.com. 4 minutes and 28 seconds into the game, and Byron Eaton, one of the stars of this Cowboy squad, has to go to the bench with his second personal foul. Obi Manello, who started much of the year, will come on and take his place.
And what a talent. A lot of similarities in their game. Very aggressive getting into the lane, and that is devastating, though, early for Oklahoma State. Your leader, the guy that creates for others as well as himself. It'll change the approach.
J.T. Prince, 63% through the shooter for the year, will get one more. Bruce Pearl telling you he never got his team where he had expected.
He just was, you know, and I think the point guard position, like addressing that was part of it. You know, they've played well, they've hung in, he's really proud of them. But just that next little step to be, you know, championship caliber. And they got a chance to prove it now, though, right? That's what this is all about. And the roulette.
Harris is the trap. Yep.
Well, Moses is not going to take that one. He's going to move the game around the rim.
Nice find by Page. Manello off the mark.
That's a game.
Marshall Moses with the rebound. Up and good.
How about that discard? A prince of a move on JP.
Marshall Moses averages only 7 for this team. There's he's on the line.
I think they may have
shoved.
Yeah, like a little bit of a charge.
Got a little offense.
That shoulder, but when your big guy does what he's supposed to, block shots, guard, offensive rebound, and that's what the upper body, that's what the weight room's all about. Get rid of him.
Brian Williams is on the floor now for Tennessee. He had a solid 20-minute defensive performance, 2-on-1.
Oh, goodness, that was so easy for the official.
And Harris is down.
you know, if it's easy for the official, then it should be easy for the offensive player to stop.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was like he was waiting a half hour, having lunch. And right here, Brian Williams, not the quickest guy. He's set up early and strong. Goodness, and how about a pass as well?
And now they've got the two seniors on the bench with 2 fouls each. That's Harris the second, and Nick Sidorkis comes on. He averages only 7 minutes per game. I don't think they planned on being just under 5 minutes gone and having Sidorkis as a big part of this.
I would agree, and they go 2-3 zone for that reason. Some inexperience. They do mix some things up. A little 1-3-1, some pressure over three-quarter court.
Tyler Smith down on the baseline. Here's the jumper for 3. Tip from Chisholm is not good. Tyler Smith is taken down, and a foul is called.
I believe Moses there with the reach in. That's the opportunity offensively against the zone. You can really seize opportunities to get to the glass.
And Bill, here we are. Haven't played 6 minutes yet, and 5 team fouls on Oklahoma State. You see there from Stillwater, members of the Big 12. Back-to-back championships, which you and I remember. 45-46.
Well, speak for yourself.
Oh, no, I'm going to get you in this big canoe with.
I was in nursery school.
Oh. Oklahoma A&M.
A&M, yeah.
Hank Iba and Bob Kurland.
How about that? Bob Kurland used to get to meet him at the Hall of Fame. One of the original big guys who could play. Nice penetration and fine.
Yeah.
Once again, Chisholm.
Nice dish from Tyler Smith. And it's a 12-11 game with 13:55 to go.
Now, Manello can get in the lane, too. He's going to do some things to create for his team.
This is Manello. Started much of the year and then ran into a slump, but he really came into his own again in the Big 12 tournament. Averaged 15 points per game. Anderson, no.
I'll tell you, Williams did a pretty good job keeping Manello from penetrating. I thought he could turn the corner on him, take advantage of the big guy. Nice dive by Williams.
There's the double, and Anderson got in the way. The steal by James Anderson, and he's fouled. Looks like Cameron Tatum got caught with the...
It was a terrific defensive play by Anderson, but here the ability to run your half court, and you have guys who can pass up front. That's what makes Tennessee very tough. A lot of that Smith, the Chisholm, and the read by Anderson, the run out. And a pretty good opportunity, but Tennessee has balanced the floor. Not a good foul at the end by Tatum, but doing a good job getting back and in order.
Anthony Brown is on, and so also is Byron Eaton. They'll give Page a rest, and Eaton comes back. He only sat on the bench for a couple of minutes with those 2 fouls. Here's Manello.
Richard Brown, he's a screen guy, finishes around the rim. Little jump hook.
Three-pointer? No. Off the top of the glass, Manello with the rebound. Now Byron Eaton had a really tough outing against Missouri. 8 turnovers, no field goals. He was suffering from a jammed toe in that game. Really impacted, but look at that. Nice smooth shot.
You know, giving him the confidence. He's got experience. Travis is trusting him, and the zone will help him stay out of foul problems. He'll get that third one.
12:40 to go, opening half. First round.
Good flash.
Kick back outside. Smith on the floor. There's Eaton. You got to be careful.
Yeah, he does. Pretty good use of the chest.
Nice dish. Beautiful.
How about Williams? He is really coming on late in the season. And nice penetration again. They've got forwards who can pass and catch. They get the big guy out there.
I believe. Yeah, they got Williams.
Yeah.
Yep. Sidorkis out. Terrell Harris is going to come back in. So Travis Ford is elected to play his 2 seniors back on the floor with those 2 quick fouls here in the first half.
He's a gambler, you know. Played for Rick Pitino, first to Missouri. And then, as you were talking about the unforgettables, right?
Yeah, Travis Ford was a sophomore in that Duke-Kentucky game in 1992. He had sat out. Memorable game in the unforgettables of Feldhouse, Pelfrey, Sean Woods, Richie Farmer.
Yeah, and you were part of that history, too.
And a guy named Leitner had a pretty good game.
Yeah, he sure did. Not a bad pass by that inbounder. What's a Hill? What was he doing?
Grant Hill, you know.
They run a great a high five, a ball screen, and they lift people. Oklahoma State, they got an easy goal without any help.
Tatum. Williams back outside Smith. Tatum will take the three. That looks good. Oh, too strong. Rebound Manello. 16-13, 11 and a half to go in this first round game. Eaton pull-up jumper. No roll.
Pretty good decision, though. I thought. Nice steal here. Boy, he is quick, isn't he? Oh, my goodness. Pretty good football player, they say, huh? The ability around the rim. A little ball screen. Send it in, big fella.
Oklahoma State with a three-point lead, but as you look at the game summary, lower right-hand corner, 5 team fouls, and Bill, most significantly, 2 of those fouls for 2 of the young men from Dallas, Byron Eaton and Terrell Harris.
You know, Travis Ford really rolling with them, though, putting them back in and playing solidly. The zone has helped. I think he'll yo-yo them as they go later on into this the end of this half, just to save them.
We are nearing the midway point of the half. That one from 3 for Chisholm, in and out. And it will be Tennessee ball.
And that's what you want from Anthony Brown. Sees it.
Chisholm will inbound, or Prince. It'll be Prince this time. J.T. Prince. Hobson is back on the floor. Back outside. This is Bobby Mays. I think I misspoke earlier and said he was from Oklahoma. He transferred from Arkansas.
And when he's playing well, Vern, I think they got to do a better job. They are very good.
Nice entry pass.
A gorgeous offensive thrust.
Monday on 2.5 Men, what could tune Charlie from center to Saint? You've got to see it to believe it. Monday on CBS, America's most watched network.
The line shooting 2.
Negadu is at the line. He's got 2. So 1 more to bring Oklahoma State within 1. Marshall Moses on now.
And Negadu, one of those guys that they can punish you up front with, and that's what they were trying to do. Establish inside, be powerful, get to the free throw line, and that sets up their pressure right away. They get the big on the ball.
Here's that yo-yo you were talking about with Eaton back on the floor now.
It's not an offensive yo-yo.
Byron Eaton, he's out of Dallas. He and Harris both. That was Travis Ford said he lost something like 40 pounds.
It's utterly incredible. Yeah. And, you know, he was a running back, or a quarterback, too, this kid. A powerful player. 12 running touchdowns, 16 passing. That's in your league, right? That
yeah.
Games you cover.
That would be at Dallas Lincoln. Hobson, pretty. Another nice feed. Boy, that was pretty.
They do a nice job interior passing.
Yeah.
Great read and feel. Very unselfish team.
And Emmanuel Negadu gets his 4th point, first field goal of the ball game, and it's a Tennessee lead of 1.
And you can see Prince on Eaton. That's something that they wanted. The wingspan, don't let him get in the lane, play off him. Terrific shooter, this kid.
Yes, he is. Page, tiny town of Pawnee, population 200, just 20 minutes north of Stillwater. Here's the interior pass.
Yeah, they just do it so well. They're in the right spot. They went short corner. That time they flashed the lane off the bounce. How many people in Pawnee?
200.
Oh, my goodness. We'd be big there.
Yeah.
Maybe. 44 points a game, though, right? The average, my goodness.
Long 3 is no good. There's James Anderson. Boy, he's a quietly effective person for this team. And he's going to shoot a free throw.
That's what I love about his game. You mentioned his ability outside. He can hesitate, blow by, put it on the deck, slither, maneuver that little skinny body between defenders and get a little kiss at the end. Pretty basketball.
Foul is on Chisholm. That's his 2nd. By the way, a while ago, before the last break, we thought the foul had been called on Williams. It was not. It was on J.T. Prince. So Williams still playing without a foul. And Anderson misfires on the chance for a 3.
He was a big-time recruit, a McDonald's All-American. I mean, they expect a lot from him.
Bobby Mays, Chisholm. Here's Scotty Hobson, rather. This is Prince. Kick in the corner. Back outside to Negadu, who wasn't quite ready for it. Shot clock at 10.
A lot of screening of zones lately around the country. And did a nice slip to the goal, though, huh? Wow. He has played terrific.
Nagadu, 6 points. And Oklahoma State trailing 19-18 now as Eton brings it across the timeline. Here's Page.
Baseline rub. Gives Harris a clean look. Nice rebound.
Moses, yes!
Oh, Moses raising his level.
Putback is good. And it's a 2019 game. How about Chisholm from outside?
They are really using their bigs to make plays and decisions. He is tough. You got to get out and hug him. Get back and guard. Look at this blow by and kick. There you go. That's their game. Turn the page.
Keaton Page, true freshman out of Pawnee, Oklahoma. As Billy mentioned, 44 points per game as a senior.
Freddie Reed.
Nice. Prince. This thing's got a nice feel to it.
You know, they're playing loose, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
And despite those foul problems for Oklahoma State early, but anytime you miss a shot like that, the advantage goes to the offensive team because you're reading it right away. Defenses look searching for somebody to stick in a checkout.
Eton.
Moses is in there, is parting the 3-second lane.
Travel.
He took a while.
Couldn't find his way home. (24-23) Tennessee by 1 with just under 8 to go first half. As we went to the break, Travis Ford out in the middle of the court and having some words with Mike Sanzier, and Sanzier teed him up. Unsportsmanlike because he came out in the middle of the court. So a technical foul on Travis Ford. Tyler Smith will shoot it for the Volunteers.
You know, I think he thought he could camouflage it with the timeout. That anything goes during timeouts, you know. But he felt it was a walk. And Nagadu had a move on the other end, and you saw him roll his arms like, you got it here, you didn't get it there type of deal. But sometimes, and this was not one to spark his team. I think he was just upset about it.
Right, yes. So Smith gets both the free throws, and now the Volunteers will get the ball with a 3-point lead. And Travis Ford is still chatting with Mike Roberts. Now, his irritation was not with Roberts.
But he's closest.
Yes, of course.
any port in a storm.
Mays, double in the corner. That's for 3.
And that's just great preparation. We mentioned that Oklahoma State runs a little three-quarter court trap. And that's been seen, prepared for, and acknowledged.
Cameron Tatum with a 3, a 7-0 run. Largest lead by either team in the game. Harris for Moses. Over Williams. Nice soft shot. Tell you what, he's had a very effective first half.
He is. You know, any points they can get from up front really makes it easier for the guards or perimeter people.
29-25.
Offensive foul on the down screen. Tyler Smith. Vern, Jim, we talked about preparation. You know, you got to be in the right spot. The key area is right in there. And you'll just see the understanding location. They got your wing covered over here. Turn, kick. And if you can make it, you do clinics in the summer. Beautiful.
I'm just watching while you're doing the replay. Not that I wasn't paying attention. But there are other things going on.
More importantly.
Among them, Travis Ford and Mike Sincere looked like they were about to start to audition for a sports talk show.
Travis is less than sincere.
You know,
talking to him.
You know the kind where the hosts yell at each other?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That kind of literate entertainment.
Ooh, how about the blow-by?
Yeah, there you go. Basket's good.
Tatum to the rim, and nobody at home. Wow.
It's on Keaton Page, his first.
Well, that's a blessing.
Cameron Tatum back at the line.
Bruce Pearl, we got a kick out of him in practice. Energized. His dad here as well, Bernie, quite a character. I think that's where he gets most of his humor, or lack of on occasion.
Timeout called. Travis Ford and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. They find themselves down by 7. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Greg Gumbel and company will take you out for a live look at all the action going on in the tournament. They'll get you caught up on all the latest tournament news, plus an AT&T Naismith Watch update That's all coming up on AT&T at the half. Now, Travis Ford in continuing conversations with the guys in the striped shirts.
Trying to get him on there. And try winning people over. Diplomatic.
You got it.
Fertile soil, you think? Or
yeah, no? That's right. Harris for three.
Well, that'll get you back in the game. I think that's what Travis has to do now. Focus on the game. Let it go. He's done a nice job massaging these guys towards halftime without that third foul. Two lead guys, Harris and Etan.
This is Williams.
Etan's got to be careful.
Yeah, sure. I just looked at that. He's fronting Prince. And he's playing with 2 fouls, and he's down along the baseline. There's the dish. Oh, boy. Harris was there, travel. Wow. Now, Travis Ford to say, oh, really?
It's a little late, but he'll take it.
Oh, really?
And that's one where the pass was there. You got to get it clean and finish. And then the body closed beautifully by Oklahoma State.
Here come the Cowboys. They're down by 4. They are not shy about launching threes. Here's one from the corner. They average 24 3-point attempts per game.
Well, Tennessee's been successful slowing them down.
The kick out. Here's the nice block.
They go the other way.
Offense.
Wow. This kid's got some courage. I know he's got a body. The penetration, and you've got 2. He tries to pick it up once, and the second time. Now that's leadership. Courage. Showing your guys you're going to put it on the line. Big time maneuver on the defensive end.
And that is the second on Cameron Tatum. Offensive foul, second trip down. 4-point game, 5:28 to go in the first half. Byron Etan.
A lot of ball screens. Slide and box.
Anderson just inside the arc. That's for 2.
They look at that floor. They've got 4 guys around the perimeter that can make threes, though. Man, that's a tough matchup against Oklahoma State. Any little cushion you give, they can nail them.
Smith. Here's Bobby Mays.
And straight up man.
Number 5, Williams. Mays. Scotty Hobson. Front rim, offensive board. Nice job of tipping it to himself by Tyler Smith.
Boy, he is a sharp player. Kid does a lot of little things. SEC first team contributor.
Nice pump fake. Smith. And then short with a shot.
And Anderson really threw him off just a little bit, didn't he?
Page for 3. No. Here comes Tennessee. No numbers. They're not shy about putting it up either.
See, now that's right up Oklahoma's. That's what they want. And get it out and going.
2 on 3. Page will bring it back. Here's Etan. Little floater in the lane. Got it.
How pretty is that in Page with a great look to the middle. Now you get them revved up a little bit. This team can get up and woo with the best of them.
Bruce Pearl says it's our turn. Let's take a breath. Nice comeback by Oklahoma State.
Not bad, huh? Rub the floor. Page to the dynamo.
Vitamin Water Revive is asking fans to revive their game-winning moment at ncaa.com/revive for a chance to win a trip to this year's NCAA Men's Final Four in Detroit. And the Final Four weekend all brought to you on CBS Sports. Mike Sanzier, Travis Ford, thanks for calling the travel. We're buddies again.
Kiss and make up, huh? His team has played very well of late, running the floor, doing some good things. And Etan doing a superb job with the 2 fouls. Here's that 3-quarter press. They handled it earlier for an easy goal.
Chisholm back outside to Tyler Smith. Chisholm wanted it. He's drawn Marshall Moses out. Now Smith goes down low post.
And Page is looking for somebody to guard. He's not sure who I have.
You're right.
I don't want Tyler Smith. You got him, Bert.
He's looking for Moses to lead the way. Chisholm, offensive board, rebound, and a wrestling match.
And a good call, jump ball.
Well, a little frightening moment last night when Blake Griffin got taken down. Huh?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Huh? Stuff that happens, it's incredible. Guys giving fouls. challenge of DeVete and Blair earlier in the year. Stand up strong.
3:19 to go before the break. We're tied at 32. Oklahoma State has a 7-zip run underway right now to climb back into a tie. Tennessee inbounds it. Nice. Chisholm back outside Hobson.
Boy, nice cross screen. I thought he should have gone up, Vern.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma State hanging tough. They had foul problems with Harris and Eton early. A lot of little zone maneuvering, subbing, and yet keeping them in the game.
Beautiful soft shot for J.T. Prince.
Oklahoma State loves to penetrate, use a lot of ball screens. They want to go up and down. 25 to 33s they like to take. I don't think they'll get that many today.
This is Eton playing much of this first half with 2 fouls. Winner of this one gets either Pittsburgh or East Tennessee State University. Here's Eton.
Now look at who's guarding
this match, yeah.
He's salivating, huh? Little head and shoulders.
Byron Eton gets 2 more. And we're tied at 8. Eton has 8 in this game.
That should take him.
Chisholm.
Ended up with a tough shot.
Yeah.
Instead of drop stepping it. Going strong.
Chance for the Cowboys to reclaim the lead. They trail by as many as 7. Offensive foul. That's 3.
And that's a tribute to great footwork by Prince. Bruce Pearl saying we're going to play him with a bigger guy, lay off him. They don't want him to get into the lane. And you can be moving. And just a solid defensive maneuver and a little frustration. Almost got away with it. Almost at the point of the half, you'd like to have him out. You know what I mean? And save him. What a tough play.
Well, he picked up his first 2 fouls, did Byron Eton, before we had played 5 minutes. Sat for a couple, has played much of the rest of the half, and now he'll sit with his 3rd. Here's Prince. He's picked up by James Anderson.
Look at this Oklahoma State besides the talent on the floor. Look at this little flex screen, how close they get it to the basket.
You know, you made the point during the timeout. Tennessee has missed a number of point-blank shots.
Absolutely.
Watch live look-ins, highlights, and more all night on NCAA March Madness Central, powered by Pontiac. Tomorrow night at 7:30, only on the CBS College Sports Network.
Well, you still have to keep going inside, though, to Tennessee. I mean, they've got to get catches. I think they've got to do more of their post moves and not just settle for turnaround jump shots.
Terrell Harris at the line. His second, he's 0 for 1. One and one. This is the 9th or the 7th team foul.
What he's done over the years is used to bounce a lot more. A little bit of a mid-range game. You know he can make threes.
Harris heads to the side. Nick Sidorkas, number 15, is back on now. He had an unexpected couple of minutes in the first half because of the Eton's foul.
And Harris, we just mentioned, getting him out now down the stretch, too, with those 2.
Right.
So at least he can start fresh in the second half. Eton has to be a little more concerned.
Bobby Mays, guarded by Keaton Page.
See, this takes the steam out of a team that wants to go up and down. I mean, side to side, they're getting good shots. It's a matter of converting.
9 on the shot clock. Tyler Smith, a little behind the back, and there's good defense from Obi Manello. And here comes Keaton Page.
Got to stay at home on Page now on any penetration.
Anderson backs it out. 15 on the shot clock. There's the cut, and Moses has it deflected over the top.
It was a great idea, but I don't think he's your key passer on this debut.
I know. 52.4 to go. 8 versus 9. Winner gets either Pittsburgh or ETSU. They play the second game here in Dayton.
Got to get it in.
Oh, nice job by Prince. Wow.
Well, Tennessee's great at defending the inbounds pass. They create more dead ball problems for you. It's something they work diligently on.
Final 40 seconds. Tennessee with a chance to tie or take the lead. Brian Williams back outside. Hobson Back to Williams. Travel.
I should have passed the ball to him, Hobson. What's Williams going to do when he catches it out there, you know? It was almost a stunner.
Now Travis Ford quickly puts Terrell Harris back in for Sidorkis for this last possession of the first half, we assume.
No, we didn't get a shot. Did a good one. And this is where Page is dangerous on any penetration. And as we noted earlier, Vern, they've got perimeter guys who all can make deep shots. And Moses on the glass.
Keaton Page. Bobby Mays with the defense. Under 20. Shot clock is off.
Weave and maybe a late ball screen. Let's see.
10 seconds to go.
Nice.
Harris jump. Williams, I thought he had a clean ball.
I thought he was great read by the big guy.
Yes.
How about the left hand by Harris? That was really impressive. Right here attacking and always clashing, but that was a great presentation by number 3-3 there. Ryan Williams.
Foul is called on Williams. Harris back at the line. Got a generational link to Oklahoma State. His uncle Wendell Yancey, who he says raised him as a father figure, was a defensive back for some of those really fine Oklahoma State football teams. 83, 84, 85. They had, let me think now. Thurman Thomas.
Oh, that's right. One that ended up in Buffalo.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, not bad players.
Pretty good players.
Well, it made me 3 bowls, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. You've been doing your homework.
Well, you know, you taught me well, kid.
6 seconds to go. Bobby May. Oh, what a screen. My gosh. Keaton Page was on the deck. The shot is missed. 8:34. Let's go to Greg Gumbel.
All right, Vern, thank you. Meanwhile, in mini.
Coverage of the Men's Basketball Championship is sponsored by Sonic, Sprint, Chevy, and by ExxonMobil.
Oklahoma State leads 38-34 as we get set for the start of the second half. They got there by virtue of a 13-2 run to end the half. Tennessee went frigid and went 1 field goal for the last 6:08. Impressions?
Well, you know, Tennessee got good shots. It's not, they just got to convert them. And conversely, I don't know how Travis has done it. The sides of this lineup with the fouls for Harris and Eton, and yet they're in command right now. So the penetrating kick is their game, and they're on top of it.
And here's the in-game box score powered by CBS College Sports Network. Cable's home for NCAA March Madness.
And Vern, you got to say it's Henderson and Harris that have led the way, and the yo-yoing of the guards has been very helpful for Oklahoma State University. And just coming off a little screen, able to convert a little nylon from deep. Anderson showing you his range, and Harris the blow-by ability to get himself in position to dominate. Drive, draw, kick, break your guy down, triple threat position, and a little nylon.
Tennessee had a 7-point lead, 32-25. There had been a technical foul called on Travis Ford with the score 24-23, and the Volunteers jumped out. But then Oklahoma State came roaring back with 7 unanswered and wound up leading by 4 as we get underway. There's the kick. 23 seconds on the shot clock. So we've got Prince, Chisholm, Hobson, Bobby Mays, and Tyler Smith on the floor for the Volunteers.
Boy, they had Page wide open. You can't
Did they ever?
Oh, goodness.
For the 3?
Yeah. I mean,
my gosh, yes.
And they didn't get him the ball either. Interesting.
Now here's Eton playing with 3 fouls, picked up 2 in the first 5 minutes. Nice little jump. Pump fake, and Harris has got it.
He's tough. He's got a good feel, doesn't he?
Yes.
He knows what your body weight is doing. You attack him. Knows how to fade on screens. Nice cut.
Sure was. Now kick it in the corner. There's Hobson. Penetration. Chisholm 4-3.
Again, that's their shot, though.
James Anderson with the rebound for the Cowboys. Jumper adjustment as Chisholm was a defensive force there. Oh, Anderson wasn't ready for it.
I'll tell you, nice play by Harris. Very good effort.
In and out. Prince rebound.
Well, that would have been big. That would have changed. That would have been a quick timeout, I think.
Hobson. They need it.
And they're settling now. Run your stuff over the top. This might be Tyler Smith with the lean in. You can't quick jack, can you, Vern? I mean, you're going to help this Oklahoma State team.
Yeah, not much patience here, is
No.
there? That's playing right into their hands.
This one is so gettable for both teams.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's just getting a little shape and form to what you're trying to run.
Bruce Pearl, a little disappointed. He expressed himself after they got the 9th seed. Of course, only 3 teams from the SEC this year got into the tournament. Tennessee as an 8. LSU did win its first-round game. Tennessee is a 9. And then Mississippi State, the champion, knocked out last night as a 13th seed.
How about this?
Moses.
He just knows how to hold off, beg for the basketball, and knows his limitations.
Largest lead of the game now. It's 8 for the Cowboys out of Stillwater.
Back screen pop and then a lock low. And terrific offensive post up. Anderson on the high side. That's what you do when you're struggling. Get it in, get to the free throw line, at least an opportunity for an easier goal.
Anderson's first foul. Winner of this one will take on either Pittsburgh or East Tennessee State University. They play in the second game here. That's a 1 versus a 16. And this is the East region, of course. The winner here goes on in hopes of getting to Boston next week. Bruce Pearl telling us yesterday, how disappointed were you with that loss to Mississippi State? He said, I told our kids, if we can win this and we can get to Boston, we'll forget about it. 8-point Oklahoma State lead. It is the largest of the game.
And right now, Oklahoma State in control. They're getting inside passing. A great impact on screens and pops. Harris in particular getting clean looks. And this is the first time.
Yeah.
First time he's gotten to the rim.
He normally shoots 8 free throws per game. He's yet to attempt one in this ballgame. He makes 6 of them, so he is a factor at the free throw line when he can penetrate.
He bounces off of people, and boy, they are really struggling and settling. Deep shots, not good ones by Tab.
Pittsburgh and East Tennessee State University out of Johnson City play next. Some of the fans behind the goal thought there was going to be a basket given, but
Anderson with great penetration just got himself a little too deep, a little bit winded. He does have a very good all-around game, doesn't he?
I think so.
Kind of a kid that can beat you outside.
James Anderson, the sophomore out of Junction City, Arkansas. Josh Tabb did not play in the first half. He was kept on the bench for a violation of team rules. That shot is good by Hobson. And a much-needed effort. So Josh Tabb is on the floor.
And Vern, they have not had anybody use the bounce with impact. And this is a great read by Scotty, getting himself in position. A little kiss at the end, getting to the free throw line. Right now, they need a resurgence, a renaissance. It's almost listless.
Harris just picked up his 3rd foul. We'll see how long Travis Ford keeps Harris and Eton on the floor. Here's Eton. Little pressure. Josh Tabb. Bruce Pearl telling us just before the game that he was not going to play in the first half, an unspecified violation of team rules. He's out there now.
And a good defender, that's why he's on Eton. Baseline bump for them to stagger. They've got a lot of guys to go to. That's what makes them tough to defend. Steps.
Harris.
I got a trip. He wants a shot, too.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Tennessee foul number 23, Cameron Tatum, his 3rd.
Foul is on Tatum. That's his 3rd.
You know, the first time I saw Travis coach, I know he's had a good career prior to this, but at UMass, he went down and played Connecticut with Jimmy Calhoun, and they played great for the last few minutes against one of those special UConn teams. I said, this kid's a keeper, kind of. He knows what he's doing.
Speaking of UMass and Oklahoma State and Travis Ford, had a chance to spend 5 or so minutes on the phone yesterday with Eddie Sutton.
Oh, God, what a delight.
Retired coach, and it's always so great to talk to him. And he's feeling good. He had a hip replacement. Says he feels as healthy now as he has in years.
Terrific. Nice inside. That's what you got to do. And this time Smith gets to the free throw line. And even picking the guys up now, they've shown a little bit of juice. You know, speaking of Eddie, one of the most enjoyable times we had was up in Boston when he sat with us with his team practicing. But going inside, getting to the rim, trying for 3, that's what they've got to do a little bit more of. But just the history of the game, who recruited him, etc., you know?
We got to spend an hour at courtside with Eddie Sutton and You and I were mesmerized. It's not often that you get us to shut
The
up.
names. Well, thank you very much.
And all we did was listen.
Well, you talked about Ralph Miller, Adolph Rupp, Fog Allen, Mr. Iba. I mean, all of them recruiting him, right, as I recall, and the different stories that each would play on one another. Just a great guy, great history, and his contribution's incredible.
UMass, they defeated UMass back in '96 to get into the Final Four. There's a guy named Calipari that was coaching there.
In New Jersey. John, what's he doing now?
Heard he's got a team that's still active in the tournament. Although they got their hands full yesterday.
Everybody better be ready. You know, nobody's can run away.
Oh, boy.
Did he get a piece? No.
No. Turnover. That's 8 against the Cowboys. 15:52 to go. A lot of concern here in Dayton among the coaches when it was learned that Jim Calhoun would miss yesterday's game. Jim, the UConn coach, out of the hospital. Notice he's missed one game. They seem to win every time Jim gets sick. Right?
You know, they did that at St. Hall when I was coaching, too. For good reason. They have Blaney to help out. A big difference.
The Pitt Panthers are going to be playing in the next game. Near the end of this first game, we'll select a Chevrolet player of the game from each team. Chevrolet will make a contribution to each university's general scholarship fund. Learn more about Chevy innovations at Chevy.com.
And Hobson again with the little kiss runner. Showing a little spark, extending. You got to score to press. And Tennessee likes to give you that full court effort and then back it up.
7 unanswered now by the Volunteers, and they've climbed to within 1. They were down 4 at the break.
And Tab really working hard, Vern.
Josh Tab assigned to Byron Eaton. Here's Harris. Eaton and Harris on the floor with 3 fouls each. Moses with Williams fadeaway. Oh my!
How about that?
I just don't think you expect that,
no,
right?
No, anything he can give you, I think that he works hard. And he understands his role. But that time, right at Williams' number 3-3 and a smooch at the end.
Marshall Moses in double figures now with 10 points.
And on the other end, Page not getting free. Hobson gets a nice clean look here. Not good reaction. Harris Tardy. He's a talent. We saw that last week.
Harris tardy and hesitant with those 3 fouls, too. Hobson has 8 all in this half.
Yeah, good point. And Page, they're automatic switching on him. That's why he's not getting free.
Here's Harris. And Moses goes up to battle Williams for the rebound. Oklahoma State ball.
Wow. With 2 wide bodies going after one another. And you can just see they get caught on that down screen and nobody responding.
Now, Harris was really late getting out. 14:28 to go. Winner gets Pittsburgh or East Tennessee State University. That's our second game. This is an East Region first round.
Clear it out against Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Wow. You know, you wouldn't think Moses would have a prayer around the rim.
I knew you were going to. I knew you were going to. Some analogy.
Williams just not maybe his quick feet are not available.
Hobson. Oh, he was stripped.
Moses again.
Kicked out of bounds. It'll be Tennessee ball.
And Moses is tired. He's got the hands on his hip. His reaction has been so good on offense. Just keeping the dribble and nobody really raking down. You got to come down. Hobson should have just attacked that dribble. And he's inhaling here, Vern.
6 of 7 from the field. Much more known on this team for his foul trouble.
Nice
Moses,
screen.
here we go. Tyler Smith.
And that's that flex cut. They bump you, and you've either got to switch it or certainly get over the top of it somehow.
We're tied at 46. Tennessee had a 7-point first half lead. Oklahoma State has led by as many as 8 in this half. Here's Eaton and Harris. Both of them on the floor with 3 fouls. Williams, they kick it in the corner. Page wide open.
He just stands there and waits. Nice steal down.
Stolen offensive foul. Wow.
Wow, what a quick man break for Oklahoma State. Is he injured?
Anderson is down.
Boy, that would have been a big basket for them, huh? Give them a little juice, extend the lead. And the coaches and the trainers don't come in, so I think we're going to take him out anyhow, give him a blow.
Yeah, it looks like ribs. And here is Manello coming on, Obi Manello.
You see the one-handed pass here by Williams? I mean, you've got to pay attention to business. You walk out of bounds, you got to hold it in 2 and a good read. A lot of guys fake as though they're going to one hand and step back just as Anderson did. And Jason Miller used to be at UConn, the trainer there, taking care of him 2 years now.
That is the 3rd foul on Anderson. So 3 with 3 for Oklahoma State. Eton, Harris, Anderson, 3 key players.
Doesn't Page look like an altar boy out there?
Oh.
A choir boy. He's probably a killer at heart when you think of it, you know.
Eton picked up by Bobby Mays.
I'm impressed with this kid's speed. He jumps out of you on tape, bangs off people.
Manello, good job defensively by Chisholm. There's the switch and the mismatch.
They do this little weave, and now if you pinch, Page gets free.
Eton will go to the free throw line for the first time. NCAA March Madness on Demand is streaming every game of the NCAA Championship online for free. Watch any game from the tournament live at ncaa.com.
Oklahoma State shooting 2.
3rd foul on Chisholm. Eton shoots free throws for the first time. He has been at the line 258 free throw attempts this year now, including that one. He's made 198. So in one game, Bill, he had 18 successful free throws.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And of course, that you take that out of the mix this game, it could cost you. So they needed him on the floor. The foul problems took away a lot of minutes for him, but right now, back in form. When he gets in the lane, he's got the floater. He also bangs people and finishes at the rim. Travis thinks he's got a chance.
Yeah.
You know, playing eventually.
A few minutes in the NBA. Yes, he does. 51-49, 12-22 to go.
And they switch to this 2-3 zone again. Somebody's got to flash the middle at some point. Big success getting to the short corner, and Bruce doesn't like what he sees there.
Yeah, because nobody was flashing.
Yeah, nobody was moving. Where's the flash man?
There was way too much standing around.
Greg Gumbel in New York updating the action in Minneapolis. Kansas still ahead of North Dakota State. Brady Morningstar for 3 from the near side. Kansas with a 54-48 lead on the Bison of North Dakota State. Back to Vernon Raft in Dayton.
There's the flash in the middle by Chisholm, and off the glass, Tyler Smith.
Pretty good off the timeout, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
God.
It sure was.
What a nice read, anticipation cut.
And we're tied again. Traveling.
Well, pretty good defense by Smith on that hard drive. Not too bad on the flash. The big fella, the clever dish, the finish. Not the response defensively.
It has been a good one here in Dayton. Yet again, we're tied, this time at 51 all. Both teams shooting well now. Neither team turning it over a lot. But Tennessee has 18 points off turnovers. And now Tennessee, let's check the 5 and the 4. Bobby Mays, Wayne Chisholm playing with 3 fouls. Brian Williams, number 33, who has the ball right now. Hobson and Tyler Smith.
And look at this little down screen, and they're late coming out on Chisholm. But that's twice now. Set plays out of the timeouts by Bruce Pearl. Great impact.
And Tennessee has reclaimed the lead. They were down at the half by 4. They trailed by as many as 8. And now they're up by 3. Manello, yes. That's 2. That's inside the arc. Which, of course, has been located 1 foot farther out this year in college basketball. Williams wanted it, got it, barely controlled it.
Pretty good job to getting it, though.
Bobby Mays has it. He's guarded by Keaton Page.
Now, this is their set now. Little down screens on one side, cut across the baseline from the other.
Back into a man-for-man for Oklahoma State. Shot clock at 8. Bobby Mays. There's the high screen. Not much of a screen, quite frankly.
Good break there. Shooter's touch, though, soft enough to be tippable. Just a little down screen to get this thing set up, Vern. Just solid basketball. And you can see if you're not in position to defend, you come a little bit late. And all of a sudden, a guy like Chisholm can release it and convert.
On the inbounds play, they get it to Brian Williams, number 33. Bobby Mays.
Look at the matchup. Hobson, Eton. Now it's Chisholm and Eton. Good recovery by Moses.
Marshall Moses has had a fine game.
And steps here, caused the walk.
It's the runaway hit of the season. Simon Baker stars in a new episode of The Mentalist at a special time. Tuesday at 10, 9 Central on CBS, America's most watched network. Manello is on the floor. Excuse me, Bill.
Just a little extended pressure by Mays, making it tough.
Byron Eton will bring it across the midcourt line.
If you bent over like that, you never get you back up.
You've seen me in that position.
Look at that easy one.
Yes.
And Williams out on Manello, and just not quick enough to cover him.
Manello over the course of the year, 40% shooter from three. This one, another point-blank miss by the Volunteers, and a cheap foul by Hobson in the backcourt.
Oh, boy, they missed an opportunity around the rim. That's the one you got to convert. And probably fatigue as Williams was coming out of the game, too. That sometimes happens.
Bruce Pearl encouraging his team, shall we say.
Well, I think so. You got to hang tough. No one's going to run away from one another. I get that feeling in this game, don't you?
Evenly matched teams.
Very much so.
The committee got it right. The seeds 8 and 9. Oklahoma State back in the tournament for the first time since 2005. Right side.
He can get in there.
Manello. Oh, what about Chisholm?
Woo! Great reaction.
Big play.
Trail.
Chisholm for three.
What a rebound. What a rebound.
And whoa, they waved it off.
On the floor, but how about that effort? Negredo has really provided a lift. First half he was solid. Now he comes in and contributes right away. Big time effort. And they dodge one here. The push, the collapse of the D, the kickback. Chisholm. A little short arm on that one, but the big fella Loman.
Foul was called on Moses. Here's Negredo, and another foul is called. Who got this one? It might be Moses again.
Boy, there's a toughness about Negredo, isn't there? He just really gets after it, pursues it.
It was Moses. Quick fouls.
And he has problems with fouls.
We mentioned a while ago he has fouled out of 11 games this year. That's third in Division I. Tied for third. Fellow who played last night, Will Galick from Cal State Northridge, fouled out 13 times this year. So not something you'd like to put in the resume.
Boy, you've got a little Dr. Doom in you, don't you? Dark cloud. Oh, the poor guy's working hard.
Well, we had the Google boys look it up,
That's
and you get the info.
That's right.
Even if you forced it in,
You got to share it.
Yeah.
I don't think Moses' family wanted to hear that stat.
It's not called a smooth segue in the broadcast. I admit that. But
Well, he's had a great day, though.
yes, he has.
Nice cross.
Eton.
Should have taken it.
Now that one I don't know. How about that?
Well, that was not the Iowa pass of Tom Davis. That's what he used to do, that jump shot. That was a bailout. And once again, Moses stepping up big time.
Marshall Moses now 7 of 8 from the field for 14 points. So forget about the fouls.
No, exactly. You overlook those small things.
Under 9 to go. 58-54. It's off the rim. Chisholm.
He got a piece of it. Oh, Manello a little bit frustrated. But how about this one? Oh, Harris, that's just a force, but when you're alert and you're an offensive player, a rebounder, as Moses is, and he's given everything, I think. Just a beautiful performance.
He's having a terrific day. He's got a double-double now. 14 points, 10 rebounds. That's a career high, a season high in rebounds, 10. The scoring high for the year is 18.
Boy, he's really riding it, huh, Chisholm? I mean, that's 3 in a row. He's empty. Get you back to the basket next trip.
Eton. Nice screen, pick and roll. Wow!
They lift everybody. That's one of their pet plays, and they got a tee now. Hanging. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Oh, this is just gorgeous. Watch this screamer. And then Moses, as we mentioned, with just a great understanding of when to clear And right here, just let it go. Just let it go.
No.
Come on, the kid does a great job.
Technical foul and a personal foul. I must tell you.
No, it's a B. I don't believe it's a personal.
All right.
I believe it's a personal.
We have a Norwegian word for that.
Let me hear it.
Ufta.
Okay. And the personal they gave him. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Josh Tabb checks in for Tennessee.
My.
Bobby Mays. Anthony Brown for Oklahoma State replacing Marshall Moses.
It is not a personal foul.
That's what I thought.
We'll clear it up.
Okay.
First game jitters.
I'm very strong when I'm thinking of right, aren't I? Yeah, I mean, that is absurd, though. Just keep playing.
It's an awful call.
No damage to the equipment.
No.
Just the psyche of the opponent.
60-56.
Nice hold off by Smith.
Spot up three. Yes!
Boy, they got to start making use of the dribble. Guys can step into jumpers. You shoot them better, more efficiently.
Cameron Tatum has 9 in the game. It's a one-point effort.
Not a good one there. Leak out.
Foul from behind.
I think it might be Anderson.
Anderson, that's 4. Oklahoma State in foul trouble. Time call. Unquestionably one of the stars of this game, Marshall Moses, Oklahoma State.
Well, you always need guys to step up, and he has just been magnificent. Whether it's the Kiss turnaround, his aggressive nature, his alertness. This is their favorite play, that high ball screen. And unfortunately, on that play, he got a T for effort.
Yeah, a sense of trepidation, I would think, in the Oklahoma State bench now. Anderson with 4, Moses, Eaton, and Harris with 3 each. Josh Tabb is at the line for Tennessee.
Of course, the foul problems, the length of the game becomes a concern now. And if Tennessee decides to power it or dribble it and to get in the lane and find some people, I think that could be some problems as Moses gets a blow.
You want to define that last effort. That is a real bonus. On the front end of a 1-and-1, Josh Tabb, who hits 44% from the line, gets them both.
How about the stroke, though? That looks perfect. Because at halftime he hadn't played. He was looking up at his family up there, nodding his head, ready to go. Right, Vern?
Tennessee back on top. Eaton.
And Brown, the screener, and lock low guy.
Harris.
A little bit of a hook. That's about it down there. Look at the big playing.
Yeah, it's 2.
Well, he knows why to win the lane. You got Chisholm to contend with. Terrific pull-up.
Anthony Brown, the senior, wears number 4 for Oklahoma State. And it's 4-on-4. He's got Chisholm out on the perimeter right now.
And he's going to have to chase Chisholm when he drifts, too. I mean, he's vulnerable to the 3. He's down helping out. He better get out.
Tatum and Tabb, along with Hobson, Tyler Smith, and Chisholm.
And Tyler Smith can do it himself or be a playmaker here.
Nice
Look at
move.
this. How about that? Drop step, finish, and then the look. God, come on. You're liable to get one, too. The little stare off at the end. This is where you just bounce yourself into position, Vern. And if you don't come get some help, you can just see Eaton. I know he's concerned by getting the foul, but you've got to help your big guy. He is a terrific low post player as well as a face-up guy.
3-point play for Smith. He's got 14, 9 in this half. 6:45 to go. Volunteers by 2. The winner takes on either Pittsburgh or East Tennessee State here on Sunday.
Oh, this kid is
hard foul. Eaton takes it strong to the basket.
You can't hurt him.
No.
He's just a terrific use of the dribble. How about that behind the back? And that's what Travis was talking about. He said this kid gets hit and finishes. I mean, people bounce off of him. I mean, it's such a football mentality.
And he's at the line for the 3rd time this afternoon. 2 of 2 so far.
A low center of gravity. You can relate to that, Vern.
You are wicked.
Yeah, I know you weren't as strong going to the goal as he was.
Well, the reason I brought up the loss of 49 pounds a while ago by Byron Eaton is hoping it'll serve as inspiration. I don't think it will, but
you never know. Between now and the Masters and the summer, it may not happen.
I'll drop off 15 or 20. 6:35 remaining, tied at 64. Really compelling basketball game. Two evenly matched teams, both in orange.
And there's that 2-3, and that's the vulnerable spot.
And white. Yep.
There it is again.
There's the flash. Tyler Smith.
And the kick.
Double. Yep. And they got the man open in the wing, and they've got three.
Well, they've found the home in that lane, whether it's a finish or a kick.
Tatum boosts the Volunteer lead to 3. Screen set by Brown. Eaton. Now he's much more aggressive going to the basket. And Chisholm gets the foul, and that's his 4th.
Well, you're always searching against the zone as to holes. And where is the hole? Right there is the hole at this point. And once you get it in there, you got to make some decisions. Well, you got to get Tyler. He drags this guy across, and now he's got the ability to shoot it, kick it either way. The best spot is opposite, and guys can step in, and the closeout is tardy.
Oh, that's rare. Eaton now 4 of 5. Chisholm picked up number 4.
Emmanuel Nagadu checks in for Wayne Chisholm.
Now, Nagadu's going to have to step up like he has now with Chisholm out. That eliminates one other kick guy for the 3.
Eaton shoots one more. Timeout called. Travis Ford, Oklahoma State. 5:57 to go. Intriguing ball game here in Dayton. 5:57 to go. Oklahoma State was up by 4 at the half, increased that to as many as 8. And then Tennessee came back, reclaimed the lead, and now with 5:57 remaining, we have Tennessee up, but a very, very compelling game.
You know, I think Travis, if he had his druthers, as they say, would like to be in man-to-man, but because of the foul problems, this 2-3 zone. Now, he out of the timeout, he gives that little 3-quarter court look now, trapping. And Tennessee can attack or beat it and then get set in their half court.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Lost it.
Here's Harris. Nice. We're tied.
How about that after the timeout? That is unbelievable. Anytime you make a change, as subtle as it may be, look at this, 2 in a row.
Yes.
2 fumbles.
Wow. Manelo's got it. 3 on 2 from the corner. Page. No.
Oh, big, huh?
Offensive board.
What an opening, and then Eaton with the gather.
That's for 3. That's good.
Boy, they are defensively alert the last 2 trips.
That's Manelo, and that's Oklahoma State leading by 3 as Tennessee takes a timeout.
Boy, a couple of mistakes, Vern. Unbelievable. You pay for it.
.60 Oklahoma State run after the back-to-back turnovers. And just an observation, during the timeout called by Travis Ford before this previous one, there were a couple of Tennessee guys over here weren't aware that there was a timeout call, waving to the family, and just a lack of concentration, awareness of what was taking place on the court, and bingo.
It exhibited itself as they came back out. And they get the grab by Page out deep, but you got to get in the game. You can make nobody else is here but your guys. In this case, the orange. And Travis pulling the switch there, and not sitting back. He knew the zone was vulnerable.
1-1. Here's Tab. He hit them both last trip to the line. Mentioned at the beginning of the half that Josh Tab. That's whoa, and it goes down and comes back out.
Very good quick move to the rim there.
Josh Tab did not play in the first half. He was suspended for an unspecified violation of team rules. Eaton Played most of the game, all of the second half, with 3 fouls.
They do a nice series of screens. They had a double and a single. And Moses maneuvering down there. Now Williams got to concentrate on him, not so much as an offensive threat, but a tipper and a screener.
Baseline drive.
Oh boy.
It was tipped?
No.
No, it was not tipped.
Wow, you got to be alert in the bench.
Page was claiming it was tipped or pleading.
You know, Vern, good teams, and these are good teams. They know on drive where you're supposed to be.
Right.
I'll bet they weren't in the right location on that pass. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be in a certain spot. If I find it, if I have to pick it up, I'm going to find you.
Wayne Chisholm, one of the stars of this Tennessee team, is back now with 4:28 to go. He'll play with 4 fouls, but they need him.
And it'll kick ball. Now they've got to figure out this puzzle, this trap. Now they're back into the regular zone.
Prince inbounds. Prince, Tyler Smith, Bobby Mays. Here's Chisholm. Hobson. Oops. Oh, boy.
Anytime your bigs bounce it, a lot of things can happen.
Eton backs off Mays. 9 on the shot clock.
Nice flash.
Tyler Smith, foul called on Eton, and that's going to be number 4 on Byron Eton.
And he's gritting his teeth, he knows, and smiling as well. That's, you know, that's a play you make when you don't have any.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows he's such an experienced, tough kid.
That is also the 10th team foul, so double bonus for the Volunteers for the duration.
One of those small changes. That's what cutting does, too. It drags the D. You're not there on time.
Tyler Smith, perfect at the line today, 7 of 7.
Well, the NCAA did a great thing, Brian. We talked about it last week when they permitted him to play immediately after leaving Iowa.
Yes.
His dad was not well at the time and gave him an opportunity. Of course, Buzz Peterson's connection with Steve Alford, and then Buzz, of course, left. And the beneficiary was Bruce Pearl and this young man.
And Tyler Smith's father did subsequently pass away. 18 points, 13 and a half for Tyler Smith. And it is a 1-point game. Oklahoma State under 4 remaining. Harris. Eton.
Keep him in front of you. That's the key if you're playing nice.
Oh, what a backdoor.
How about that?
How about that? And the pass from Moses.
Beautiful job. Both ends, the cut and the pass. And the faulty D as well. Nobody led the cutter.
Back into the zone. Page is looking at it. Chisholm saying, oh my gosh, I got that big guy. Now Mays.
Getting late. Tough shot.
In and out.
Going for the rebound. That's what you go. Manelo's got some tiger in him, I think. He's an aggressive kid.
Lead is 3 with 3 to go. And the group from Stillwater rises behind the Oklahoma State bench. High screen. Marshall Moses. Here's Eton. Harris.
Nice pump.
Got his feet? No, not there. Bobby Mays for the Volunteers. Prince. In the corner, Bobby Mays. Good look.
Wow, they got an inside.
And a player down.
They're going the other way, I think. Is it Prince in there?
I think so.
Everybody concentrating
Yes.
on the kick and the shot in the corner. Wow.
They're taking their time making the call. So we're going to go away in the dark. Well, we're back. Mike Sancerre is going to come over and tell us what the call was right now. One, no technical. Okay.
Good piece.
Mike Sancerre over explaining it.
Yeah, and Vern, is this particular play, a little mix-up. A technical was called. This is the play right in here now, and you're going to see J.P. Prince following through, and I think the official thought it was a vicious in nature. And right there you can see that's just a follow-through of the fall. He's actually looking at the shooter. So the equipment worked.
Yes.
They canceled the technical. They got a 1-on-1 on the charge. That's the right thing.
And so Harris goes to the other end. They got it right. And
Exactly.
Harris shoots free throws. He's 4 for 4 for the day and clunks the front end of a 1-and-1. Got another one.
How about that? Well,
we're tied again.
unbelievable. Well, sit tight, Bird.
Eton backs it out.
Now, this is where you can't attack him, though. He's great when you hug him going by. And Mays has to be careful late.
Bobby Mays with a defensive job on Byron Eton. Here's the screen set by Moses. They tried the backdoor interior pass, and it was kicked out of bounds by the Volunteers.
Boy, Tennessee's done a nice job really collapsing it. Here's this three, Vern.
That's 3 of 6 for Cameron Tatum. And 8 on the shot clock now as Oklahoma State will inbound.
Now, this is where Tennessee can be very tough on inbounds pass. They frequently cause turnovers.
Oh, Eton.
They just drag you and get after you.
Dribbled it off his right foot.
Now, Moses is going to have to be dragged by Chisholm. Now they're back in the zone now. And they've been dribble driving. They've been right in there with it. Oh, not a good look. Chisholm. He had a kick to the corner to Mays.
Timeout. Oklahoma State. 89 seconds to go. Tied at 72.
Just one of those forced issues on both ends, but Tennessee gets all over your inbounders. They like to have you loop the ball and run a safety after it.
They're back on the floor in Dayton. Let's rejoin Vernon Raft.
No wonder. There's the down screen.
Oh, boy. Moses cut. Open for a moment. Board is taken and a loose ball picked up. Moses, no. Moses again, no. Anderson. This is Manello. They'll reload with 65 seconds to go.
Wanted it more. Much more aggressive on the glass with the white shirts.
Eton, Bobby Mays guards it.
Now they're in good shape. They're gonna get 2 opportunities.
Jumper for the lead.
Tough. He wants it in his hands, Vern.
17 for Eton, Oklahoma State by 2. Under 40 seconds to play in regulation. Cameron Tatum has been huge with the 3-pointers today.
That big thing is rebounding out on both ends. You got to concentrate.
Tyler Smith, there's the double, and 1.
How about that whirling dervish? His game can face up or load up. This time, the physicality, the understanding to take the hit and keep on moving. And really late help from the top against a terrific post player. And how about that? It's the highest Bruce has been up in years.
Tyler Smith for the day, you see, is perfect. Wayne Chisholm, by the way, on that play, injured his
24 seconds on the clock. Back of that game, they're back on the floor in Dayton. Tennessee going for the lead, 24 seconds to play.
Smith for the lead.
How about that, huh? No
10 for 10 at the line.
No 10 whatsoever.
Eton.
Now, Smith's got a tough assignment with Moses because of the offensive rebounding ability.
15 to go.
I wouldn't let Eton get it back if he gives it up. Look at Eton.
Whoa, what a drive!
Yes! And 1. Look at this kid's toughness. I mean, we always talk about physicality around the rim. Look at the cross. Lingerie on the deck. How about that? The adjustment around the rim. He just throws that chest at people. What a winner. Whew.
Timeout. Oklahoma State, 6.7 to go. They have a 1-point lead.
Just 51% on the season.
34 seconds on the clock there. We'll get you back. Meanwhile, 7 seconds to play in Dayton. Vernon Raft.
They did move the clock back to 7.2. Here we are. Tyler Smith.
Go to the rim. Don't settle for the deep one.
That's for three, and that's off the rim.
That's what they do.
Over the back, and this ball game is...
So Oklahoma State